Looking for a new knife set? Let's take a look at this Okingjoy Dynasty 3 knife set and see what it's all about. Let's go. The people at Okingjoy reached out to me and asked me if I would like to try some of their knives and give an honest review, and that's what I'm gonna do today. So let's jump right into it. First thing you notice is this knife set comes in this beautiful box. And packaging to me is always an important factor when giving a positive review on a product. If it comes in a chintzy box or chintzy package, it's the first thing you notice, and if it's cheap and chintzy, then you know that the rest of it's probably gonna follow suit. Now this box is absolutely gorgeous. So let's go ahead, open it up, and take a look at what's inside. So when we go ahead and open this up, you see that we have 3 knives in there. Now these knives are the 7-inch Nakiri knife, the 8-inch chef knife, and the 5-inch utility knife. These knives comes with a certificate of authenticity, just saying how much care is put into this product and into these knives. I'm gonna go ahead and go over some of the fun facts that Okingjoy gave us and puts out on their website. All these knives are monoblock, high carbon stainless steel with 13 to 15 degree double bevel edge. It's made with ergonomic packawood handles, and the box is made out of ash wood. The hardness on these knives is somewhere between 58 plus or minus 2. Now that 58 rating down to 56 to 60 roughly, and it basically means that it's going to retain its sharpness for a long time. On their website it says that these knives are going to retain their sharpness for twice as long as the typical knife, and that's due to their precision edge technology called PTEC. I'm not quite sure what that is. Once we start using them, we're really going to see how sharp these knives are. And now let's take one of these out here. We're going to take the chef's knife out here. Now you can see that this is fully forged. This is all one piece with the solid packawood handle. Now I'll tell you right off the start, this knife feels great in your hand. That transition between the handle to the blade is very soft. So when you're working, it's gonna be very comfortable. Looking forward to cutting some stuff up here shortly. So that's the chef knife, the Nakiri knife. Now this Nakiri knife is great for vegetables. It's good for going through veggies. And again, you have that fully forged blade going into the handle, makes it extremely comfortable. And I like the balance on here. When I'm cutting with a knife, I really enjoy having something that feels substantial and has some weight to it. At first I thought these were gonna feel pretty light, but the balance in them is feeling really great so far. We'll see more once we get slicing things up. So far the design and the comfortability of these knives are looking fantastic. Then you have the 5-inch utility knife. This could be used for many, many things. What we're gonna do today to test these knives out is I'm gonna cut up some vegetables, and I'm gonna be making a steak with that. So the veggies, I'm gonna use the Nakiri knife and the chef's knife to cut up, and then when I dig into this steak, I'm gonna use that utility knife and see how all of these handle being put to the test. So let's go get the veggies and start slicing these up and see how they do. Gonna be pretty straightforward with this. Have an onion, gonna slice it in 2, do some with the chef's knife, do some with the Nakiri knife, just right down the middle. Ooh, that was pretty nice. Nice, yep. We're just gonna cut some rings out of this. I'm not putting very much pressure on this, and it seems to be sliding through really nicely. Let's go a long way, do a little chop. Oh yeah. This is going through pretty effortlessly. It's almost you're just guiding it with the weight of the knife through. So this is nice that it's so sharp out of the box. I've done other knives where you get them and you're trying to use them and you're really struggling right out of the box because they're not sharp. Let's go ahead and try out this Nakiri now. Oh yeah, we're gonna do the same thing across here. Pretty good sharpness. I'm gonna try doing the up and down. Yeah, that's what it's for right there. This is more of the vertical cutter, where the chef's knife is more of the rocking motion. So this one goes up and down really nice. So if you're chopping or slicing, this goes through it pretty smoothly. That was nice. Next up, we are going to try a tomato. We're gonna make some caprese with this as well. We're gonna try both of these knives, see how they cut a tomato here. That was almost like there was no resistance whatsoever. That was excellent. Yes, that's what I'm talking about when it comes to slicing. Wow, super sharp. That's fantastic. Very happy with that. I know tomatoes are very soft to begin with, but it always helps. I've had knives where you struggle just to get it through a tomato. I'm happy that these come out super sharp. Oh yeah, this thing falls right through as well. Now both of these knives really did light work for these tomatoes. So the onion test passed, tomato test passed, both of them cut very well. All right, so we got our veggies prepped up. I'm gonna go cook this steak, cook some of these veggies up, and we're gonna try it. And the last thing we're gonna try is that utility knife, just to cut the steak and see how it does going through meat. We'll be back, we're done cooking the steak and veggies up. We have our steak cooked up, looking amazing. Let's go ahead, dig into it, see how this utility knife cuts. Oh, like butter. Cooked perfect too. Cheers. Wow, just cuts through like literally a hot knife through butter. Look at that, perfectly cooked too. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of this steak because it is delicious. Let's talk about this knife set real quick. The Okingjoy Dynasty 3 knife set. This knife set has exceeded my expectations. I've done a few knife reviews. I've bought some knives that I intended on reviewing, but I didn't like them, so I didn't publish anything because I don't like bashing companies. Typically, I'll find some that I think the manufacturer can improve on. With this, I'm not finding it. The knives are super sharp. The packaging it comes in is amazing. The handles are super comfortable. They feel substantial in your hand. Everything you could look for in a knife set, this is given to me. So I'm very happy that Okingjoy reached out to me to do a trial on these knives. I will have a link in the description below if you want to go check out their website and see if there's anything out there that might interest you. If you like what we did here, please give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, check me out on social media, and we'll talk to you all soon. Thanks again. Peace.